Welcome to Lesson 2 continued of What is Slope? We'll start with example 1, which says a drainage pipe has to be installed underground such that for every 4 feet of horizontal length, the pipe drops 1 inch. In A, we have to draw a diagram and then determine the slope. So here's my pipe that will be installed underground. We know that it drops 1 inch for every 4 feet of horizontal length. Now what we need to be careful of here is the fact that the rise and the run have different units. One is in inches and the other is in feet. So we need to make them the same before we can find the slope. Now you may remember from a previous unit the fact that 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. So I'm going to change 4 feet into inches by multiplying by 12 over 1. Now the feet can cancel and I'm left with 4 times 12, which is 48. So 4 feet is the same as 48 inches. So now I'm ready to find the slope. The rise is 1 inch and the run is 48 inches. And we can just simply write that as 1 over 48. Now for B, it says if the pipe was installed at a horizontal distance of 288 inches, how far underground is the end of the pipe? Now to solve this, we're going to set this up using similar triangles, where one triangle represents the slope, which we know is 1 in 48, and the other triangle represents the pipe having a distance of 288 inches. And I'll represent this side here with X because that is how far underground the end of the pipe is. Now when we solve using similar triangles, we need to figure out how many times bigger is 288 than 48. So we can use our calculator to figure that out. Just divide 288 by 48 and we get 6. So this triangle is 6 times bigger. So that means that X is going to be 6 times this number here. X equals 6 times 1, which is 6. So now we can say that the pipe is 6 inches underground. Example 2. Terry's driveway has a slope of 3 to 10. The end of his driveway is 73.5 inches higher than the road. What is the horizontal distance of the end of his driveway to the road? So when Terry drives along, he pulls into his driveway and he's parked on a slant here. So again, we're going to set this up using similar triangles. This first triangle is going to be the slope of his driveway. Now it's 3 to 10, which means it has a rise of 3 and a run of 10. So it'd be this. And here is his actual driveway, which has a rise of 73.5 and a run of X. So for this one, we'll compare these two sides. We'll say, how many times bigger is 73.5 than 3? So dividing that, I get 24.5. So that means that this triangle is 24.5 times bigger. So X is going to be 24.5 times 10, which is 245. So we can say that the end of the driveway is 245 inches from the road.